This is also part of the problem that this dipshit country music singer, girlfriend of Kash Patel, she's not in charge of the FBI. She is in no position to be directing FBI agents to do anything. So speaking of Kash Patel and the fecklessness, and I talked yesterday, I think he might be on his way out. I think that Fox News hates him. I think that they are setting the stage to start reporting on this story as well as others. We've seen that he's taken the jet off to go on dates with his girlfriend, going to wrestling matches and concerts, and then leaving those concerts that are in a completely different state to fly across the country to her home state of Nashville in Tennessee. We've seen him refusing to get out of the van until he had a tight enough coat that fit him right with the right patches on. He's just an egomaniac. He's a guy who feels bad about being 4'9" or 5 foot tall. There's nothing wrong with it. Be who you are. Just celebrate what you got. But he's insecure, like all of these MAGA clowns. And now there's an accusation against him, reporting that he's using FBI agents, ordering FBI agents to act as Uber drivers to get not his girlfriend home safe after she's been drinking, but his girlfriend's girlfriends. FBI agents are being used as chauffeurs, as Uber drivers, to get the friends of his girlfriend home after they've been drinking. What's all this rambling and bemoaning about fraud, waste, and abuse and mismanagement? This is from the new MS Now, still that name. From MS Now, Kash Patel ordered FBI detail to give girlfriend's pal a lift home. Sources: the FBI director's use of resources is under intense scrutiny as he insists he is a good steward, or just a steward, of taxpayer dollars. FBI Director Kash Patel has on more than one occasion ordered that the security detail protecting his girlfriend escort one of her allegedly inebriated friends home after a night of partying in Nashville, according to 3 people with knowledge of the incidents. Patel's girlfriend, Alexis Wilkins, asked FBI agents on her security team at least 2 times, including once this spring, to drive her friend home, and agents objected to diverting from their assignment, said the sources, who were granted anonymity to discuss non-public matters. Look, this is also part of the problem that this dipshit country music singer, girlfriend of Kash Patel, look, it tells you there's something wrong with her picker. Her judgment's a little askew anyway, but she's not in charge of the FBI. She is in no position to be directing FBI agents to do anything. The fact that she has a protective detail is problematic enough. It's not the wife of the FBI director. It's the girlfriend. But Kash Patel is so desperate for acceptance. He just wants to cling on to this to make it a real thing because he is, he's Kash Patel. I'm never going to get a shot like this again. I got to make this one land and stick the landing really hard. But Patel insisted the FBI agents do as Wilkins requested, and in one case, called the leader of Wilkins's security detail and yelled at him to do so. News of the effort to deploy agents to provide security for a private citizen has spread through the Bureau and beyond as agents have grown increasingly concerned by Patel's use of the Bureau's strapped resources, the people said. Here's the other thing. Look, this is going to come to a head because media organizations and friendly outlets like Fox News are going to turn on Patel. But the other thing is, the reason we're learning about this is because people within the FBI are not happy about the way it's being managed. They're not happy about the things they witness. They're not happy about being directed to be fucking Uber drivers for the drunk girlfriends of Kash Patel's drunk girlfriend. FBI spokesperson Ben Williamson did not answer questions about multiple inside accounts of Wilkins's detail being diverted, but broadly denied such events took place. This is made up and did not happen, Williamson said. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. What's his name? Ben Williamson. It didn't happen. Well, what about all of the other things that have happened that are being reported? Are those also tons of fabrications? Are the flight logs fabricated that we know that he took the jet to the wrestling match and to the concert and then to Nashville and to Vegas and to Scotland for a golf trip? Are all the flight logs also did not happen? Because there's more than just this story that lead us to have concern about the manner with which the resources, again, the dwindling resources of the FBI are being utilized. At Patel's direction, the FBI provides a separate security detail for Wilkins, 27, a country music performer who lives part-time in Nashville for her work. The FBI security detail, first reported by MS Now. MS Now. Oh, it's MS Now. I know I'm probably pissing somebody off who spent a lot of time working on that name, but the next time you need to rebrand MSNBC, call me up. I can help you out. I'm brilliant. Look, Dollemore Daily. It just rolls right off the tongue. First reported by MS Now, is made up of members of an elite SWAT team based in the area. It has spurred concerns about Patel abusing FBI resources to essentially drive his girlfriend around for various events and appointments. The FBI has never before provided a separate security detail for a director's girlfriend. Spouses of past directors typically received episodic security protection, but only when they were traveling with their spouse and the director's detail. Look, I don't have a problem with a spouse of a high-level official getting a little security, even full-time. I don't have a problem with that. There's all kinds of nuts out there. But a girlfriend who's very likely not going to end up being his spouse because she's going to see the writing on the wall, or sometimes she's going to wipe the sleep out of her eyes and realize he's 5 foot tall? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Former FBI agents and senior law enforcement officials said it was already disturbing that Patel had pulled elite tactical agents away from their SWAT team mission to drive his girlfriend around town. But they told MS Now they were shocked that the director instructed tactical agents to use their time on yet another person the FBI had no reasonable duty to protect. Also, they don't need protection. They're just randos. No one is going to be waiting in the wings. I'm a trained assassin. I'm here to get Kash Patel. Oh, I can't get Kash Patel. I'm going to get his girlfriend. Oh, I can't get her either. She's got a SWAT team detail. I know what I'll do. I'll get her drunk girlfriends that nobody knows about. It makes total sense, Kash. Quote, not only is the assignment of FBI SWAT personnel to a security detail to protect his girlfriend inappropriate, directing these highly trained professionals to babysit his girlfriend's friend is outrageous and demonstrative of Kash Patel's complete lack of judgment and integrity, said former FBI agent Chris O'Leary, an MS Now contributor. Quote, FBI agents, and we'll end it here, FBI agents serve the public and swear an oath to protect and defend the Constitution. This is clearly a long way from that. Christopher O'Leary is correct. Kash Patel is not long for this position. More and more and more stories are going to start making their way to the media through people who are unhappy with the job he's doing within the organization itself. This isn't coming from without. This is definitely coming from within. What do you think? I invite you to this conversation. I believe it's an important one. The more that we can show, the more evidence that we can bring to bear that these people don't have the best interest of the country in their minds. They want to make things easy for themselves. They want to be seen as big time on private jets and be able to order FBI agents around. It's gross. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you. We can talk about it in the comments below, or you can call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Please consider supporting this work that I do here in independent media within these four walls. I would appreciate it very much. You can help me produce these videos and reach millions of people every single month for $2 a month. You can become a channel member on YouTube. Click that join button and see what's involved. Become a channel member. Or even better, go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. All those are great ways to help this effort in independent media telling the truth. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.